and participate some technology events. I think that's it.
Thank you, Chris. And Yasmin, how about you?
Hey guys, I'm Yasmin. I'm 20. I live at São Paulo. I've been in the platform to practice my English, my Spanish too. I've been here since of my 2023, so almost 2 years been here. And at my free time, I like to read books, watch series, watch movies, and that's it for me.
Thank you, Yasmin. And Christian, how about you?
Sure. Good morning, guys. My name is Christian Jimenez. I am Bolivian. I am from Bolivia. However, I live here in Brazil. I work in IT area as well as a tech lead in a Brazilian company, in a Brazilian institution. I am 37 years old. I am married. In my free time, I love playing football, watching TV series, movies with my wife, and learning English and French as well. That's it.
Awesome. It's a pleasure. Christian, I think I never see you in my immersion. Is your first time?
Yeah, I think this is my first time here in your immersions.
That's awesome. So welcome, okay? I think one more person coming. Guys, I put the live on YouTube, okay? By the way, I forgot to say it. Uh, I only accept Ricardo and we start, okay? So, good morning, Ricardo.
Good morning. I'm sorry for my late.
No, no problem. And Ricardo, can you present yourself, please?
Sure. Hello, friends. My name is Ricardo. I live at São Vicente, for the city of Brazil. I'm have studied at Talk and Talk since 2022. Yeah, yeah. You completed 3 years, August. And I love watching movies, hang out with my friends, family, walk on the beach. São Vicente is, of course, from São Paulo. So, in this case, I live near from the beach. That's it.
That's awesome. Ricardo, there's one more person coming. Probably I need to open the breakout rooms because there's a lot of persons, okay? So 1 second, because Gislaine is coming.
Morning, Gabi. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Gislaine. How are you?
I'm good. Too early, but I'm good. How about you?
I'm great too. Thanks for asking. And Gislaine, can you present yourself, please?
Yes, of course. Now it's here, guys. It's 6 a.m. My name is Gislaine. I engineer construction. I'm married. And I live in United States, but I'm born in Brazil, São Paulo, capital. And I study more English and I need to study more construction because this is my job, you know. I had work. I have my business on. My husband and I have a like team work with us. Um in my free time, I like to go out with friends and spend time with my husband, like walking outside the park. What else? Sometimes I go to the gym. Sometimes I need it, but sometimes, and yeah, that's it. Yes, I spend my time too much time for to talk with my friend because I live in here in Missouri, but I have a lot of friends living in Boston. Yeah, that's it for me, Gabi. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to see you here again, Gislaine. And guys, I opened the rooms, okay? Everyone had the questions on the chat? That's okay? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, awesome. So I will open the rooms, okay? In 45 minutes, probably, I back 12, okay, for the main room. Guys, everyone presented, so it's not necessary again. So we continue with the questions, okay? If you had any kind of problem, please tell me, okay? I go to the other room, to the second room, to see what has happened, okay? Stay two persons with me and three persons in the other room, okay? So if you see an invitation, please accept, okay? See you in 45 minutes, probably. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, BH today is so cold. Ay, gosh. Why? Anyway, yeah, two persons with me, Chris and Gislaine. Chris, if you want to open your camera, okay, it's okay. Yeah, we start with the question number one. What does education mean to you behind the classroom? Chris, you start.
I try to open my camera because my internet is, oh my gosh,
No problem. No problem. It's
so
unstable, it's not a problem.
you know my voice is like
Yeah, it's better you stay close at camera because your voice is like a robotic voice. Oh, robotic voice.
oh my god,
A little frozen.
Yeah, don't have problem,
oh
Chris.
my gosh. Let me close again.
Oh, it's better.
But good idea.
Sorry.
Good idea.
Yeah.
She closed and the internet is better. I
Yeah.
didn't know about this, Chris.
No, it's because the internet sometimes.
Yeah, but
Yes,
okay, but I didn't know about this, guys. When
No?
you close, your internet's better. I
Yeah,
didn't know.
on Zoom, yes.
Wow.
On Google Meet too.
yes, this thing is specific about the internet.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, let me answer the question.
Go
About
ahead.
education, I was thinking about it, some, I don't know, authors don't assess about education in the past. I may remember when I high school or in school before high school, I didn't know in English this level. But I remember this person don't assess the education like a normal system, something like this, uh, because don't have money like this. And this person started study for ourselves, yourself, I think so. Um, and it's incredible because if you're thinking about it, after you pass for high school, college, university, if you grow in the career or know something new, you start like this. Education don't has a limit, and these institutions, I think so, just start, and you can um, can I don't know go another level to read books, access internet. I think this it's awesome. Thanks for internet exist.
Thank you, Wikipedia. Thank you.
Yes.
But I totally agree with you, Chris. I guess when you realize it, the knowledge you receive on college, on university, on high school is minimal. Your life change a little bit because you understand like the teacher passed for you this kind of knowledge. But if you don't go through that, you can't. So you only be basic. If you don't go to another courses, do read a little bit on the internet because we use internet a lot. If you don't take books of your area, probably you stay so basic in some moments. In other moments, you stay like, oh, I'm the power of the the knowledge. But if you see knowledge is something you need every day, every day, every day, every day. It's sometimes boring, be honest. It's boring
Yeah.
sometimes. We know. Chris is from technology, every day is something new, but every day is something new. It's terrifying. But if you stay only in the knowledge of the classroom, you stay the same of hundred of persons. So it's necessary you go, you see around the knowledge, I guess. 100% with you, Chris. But it's difficult. It's difficult because we talking about time, we talking about money, we talking about the life we live. For example, here, we live in Brazil, Gislaine live in United States, but it's not the same 24 hours, for anyone. So it's not so simple. Oh, for example, okay, Gislaine, I only take your example. But for example, a lot of persons think, oh, you live in United States, everything is it's okay, it's easy, but it's not. I imagine it's not. It- you leave, you need to have a lot of things and you can't. And yeah, it's other thing we need to put in the paper. The education's not take a paper and take a pencil. It's a lot of things. The money today is the thing you need to have education. Money and time for in my opinion, I guess. And just learning, how about you?
I agree. I'm gonna do a compliment because I agree with you guys. And it's so hard to say about this, Gabi, but I agree with you. Okay. Yeah. About the question, I think the foundation for the woman development and the shape like values, building the character, building character, encourage the critical think. I think so too, and the prepare people for life in the community. I think it's important, and about the job market. I think the education prepare, but I will do a compliment about you talking about the United States and Brazil. It's so hard because I did college in Brazil. I am engineer in Brazil. And it's too hard to say about that. And I stay here now, because Brazil, I think, it's it's more easy for to do a college or course in Brazil, but everybody needs support, need to job, need to do a lot of things, but don't have. I have a friend, they engineer, but they working in Uber this moment. They are working Uber this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is polemic. If we talking about another topic, I think this is a good topic we talking
Cool.
about.
The polemic one. But yeah, unfortunately, is the reality in Brazil. Not only in engineer, but you see a lot engineers don't work in the area because it's not because of don't have the knowledge. It's because don't have the work, don't have the
Yeah.
opportunity.
Here, there is a lot of guys I know. For example, doctor, dentist, what else? Lawyer. They working here like um, house clean. House
Mm-hmm.
cleaner here, and Uber. No, I think delivery
Delivery,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it here.
Is one reality we're talking about. It's not
Mhm.
because you stay in United States, the life is easy too.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah,
I
it's
agree.
harder. It's much harder because there's a lot of other questions, like you're a Latina person, for example.
Mm-hmm.
You need you need to change a lot of your habits to live in other
Yeah.
countries. So it's not
Yeah.
like
Yes, I agree. I agree. And in my case, it's a little different because I I worked in construction in Brazil, you know. I have my business on in Brazil too. And when I arrived here, I changed my visa, of course, for me it's legal in here. But I know I have a lot of friends. There is another option, you know. Yeah, but it's okay. Yeah.
the education is not only you talking about that, but the education is not only the knowledge you receive on school. Sometimes it's knowledge you receive on house. So
Hmm.
it's a lot of things. When you say education, it's totally different from one country to the other country, for example. There's
Yes.
some things happens, probably you face that in the beginning. Some things happen in US, not happen in Brazil. And you feel like, it's not common, it's not
Hmm.
normal. But in the culture, yeah, it's normal. So it's something we sometimes face it, and it's strange.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
guess education. When you're talking about education in a class, is more harder if you're thinking about all the things in Brazil you need to face it. The poverty, the persons who don't have access to go to school sometimes. It's not only about education. It's about the whole population.
Yeah.
To hug to the whole population, it's hard. It's really hard. Really hard.
Hmm.
It's a public cries. Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But we go to the question number 2. Do you believe traditional education is still effect in today's world? Why or why not? Chris, you start.
Okay, my opinion, I don't know if I'm correct, but some search and what can I see? The traditional education is sometimes don't respect the time the people can learn. I talking about the people, a person learning fast something, and the learning another person learning more slow, something like this. And sometimes just wanna wanna to I don't know put this person inside the same box, something like this, the example, and it's not working because person people don't work like this. It's not a I don't know why the person can't I don't know follow the another one the other people, something like this, another people in the class. I think about this example. I don't know if you know about the scientist. I think a professor. I didn't remember the name. I always forget the name. But the book is mindset. I think so. I didn't remember the. I think mindset. It's this professor study the behavior about the traditional school, university, and I think made or build this knowledge and put inside this book. But it's the start, just a presentation for the world. A person don't have limit to to learn, to open the mind for observe something like this, the knowledge. And I think the traditional uh, school, the way to to learn something, to teach, I think so, in the university, in the school, can be changed because our world about the internet and people don't have the same time. I think in this area can change, and people use this I don't know, this strategy to know more, to discover more. I think this. I will think sometime. I will deep conversation for myself and see about this. Our children, our kids. In the I'm not a mother, but I thinking about my my cousin, um, and let me see this because children is the future, something like this, and the respect this and give it the best education. I think is the world can move it for a good way. I hope this too.
I hope to. I hope to. But it is really interesting what you said, Chris, because I totally agree. The traditional classes I remember was totally different than my mother's traditional classes. So there is a little bit change in the years, but it's so is like so small changing. So it's I don't know, like in my mind when I was a kid. Okay. I didn't believe I understand everything of math, for example. I hate mathematics, be honest. I'm not so good with that. I'm biologic person. So math
So let
something's
me let me let
not
me
good.
say a thing. It's another point because you hate this because you see something make you angry about this. But if the professor, the education change this vision, the point of view, I think mathematics you will love.
Yeah.
The
I
past.
faced that on college because I do biomedicine in the college, and there is mathematics. There is the like a lot of things, involved physics, involved chemistry. I love chemistry, for example, but I only like mathematics on college when I go to a university. In my high school, I always in the red line. Always, always, always.
Great.
Simply hate. I simply hate because I don't understand why I use Pythagoras. Now I understand why I use Pythagoras. You know, I use every day Pythagoras, but it's something you use. You don't need to put a paper. Oh, it's so boring. So boring the way we learn the some things, like Portuguese. Gosh, I love Portuguese. However, the way we learn that, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Really ridiculous. So it's complicated. But I totally agree with you, Chris. Need to change. There's a lot of persons wanted to change the high school, but I didn't see any other information. And Gislaine, go ahead. You raise your hands. Go ahead.
Yeah, just one thing, because I think I agree with Chris because a student don't learn about depression, don't learn it. It's so hard. And for example, if you say you don't like mathematics, and it's hard to listen this because I love it mathematics. Yeah, but I hate Portuguese and I hate another. It's different for me, yeah. I think that's this. I agree with her. If we had a good teacher changing our point of view, I think we can like more. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Because pressure, guys, pressure about this, pressure about the test. Oh, there is a test today. Test. Don't talk anyone. Just say, Don't open not anything. Your bucket, anything. Just like a hobo.
Yeah.
If you, I think this is so bad. Sorry, but it's
It's so
bad.
bad and put anxious in the mind
Mm-hmm.
of the kids. I remember when I need to do exams. I always love to do exams in history, geography, biology, chemistry, but the day who is the mathematic exam, I'm frozen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yep.
frozen.
Mm-hmm.
And I
And
discovered the anxiety.
yeah, I remember about the notes. Notes, I can say notes. The no notes. How can I say notes? Number. If you a good point or a
Oh,
bad point.
it's
I
like a
forgot now.
scale. I forgot to say that.
I think it's I think this is
Scale.
yeah.
Mm.
I think so. I forgot now. And this is for bad because, like, comparison, if you are bad, late, like, a less number or more number than your partner, it's so
Mm.
bad. The teacher or someone in your class, oh, I have letter A. And you say, oh my gosh, I am D. I have D. Oh my
It's so much funny, like remember today, but we all face it that to see like a exam, you see like, oh, I'm really good, and when you take the exam, you feel like 5 of 10, and you feel like, I'm the
Yes.
hardest one.
And another
Mm-hmm.
example I remember now when I started, I think 5 years ago in the university, I remember when the mathematics, but I didn't remember a specific one about mathematics. And
Mm-hmm.
when I start this subject, oh my gosh, I wanna feel terrible. I like it so much, mathematics, but I didn't remember in English. Derivadas, something like
Oh.
this. A huge
Mm-hmm.
mathematics to do to resolve. Oh my gosh, my mind explodes. But when my teacher opened his mouth and said, "You you guys should have to understand this
Yeah.
because you come for this with this knowledge." But I studied a public school and don't have this base for this. Oh my gosh, I didn't know people um, know about this. The path
Yeah.
for particular college, something like this school. I don't know. But
Mm-hmm.
if he has a course, I in the past I wanted to start because it's a base for a lot of things we do, but not express for the immediately, like you said, Gabi. You
Yeah.
understand the importance about mathematics, and that's high the university.
I use it.
Really,
I use it. And it's okay, I guess I don't pass it like you this example you said about the public and the particular school, but I remember to see that on college. A lot of my colleagues didn't know what is the chemistry, never see
Mm-hmm.
chemistry, and I feel like you never see chemistry. I was 18 years old, dumb, but I feel like, really, chemistry? Because I always stay in a particular. classes. So for me, it's okay. Everyone had that. It's education in my idioted mind. But when I see on the class, I was the only one who know the chemistry. And the teacher was so nice. And that time is my favorite teacher since now. And the teacher said, "Guys, you don't know chemistry. Okay, I will present the chemistry for all and give like three classes of the basic chemistry, the everything about chemistry, and was so important at the moment. These three classes I never forgot, because the guy simply take all the persons who didn't know and one person who did know and put together in like, now you learn. So it's so nice at the moment. But of course was nice. However, there is the problem on that. Why these persons don't have a chemistry? So at the moment I realized it how my education was good, but the others was not. So is when I faced the things was not right in the education. It's really strange. I guess was not the same idea who Chris had, but yeah, I read this book, The Mindset. It, yeah, this book is really good. Now I wanted to read again. I probably read again.
I didn't read, but yeah, I watched on YouTube I don't know, webinar. I think this professor is good one. The
Claro.
take serious the search, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I see this the world have a hopeless, I think so.
Yeah. I love this kind of book. There's some books of this same opinion. I didn't like it, but this book I read it. I guess I don't have here anymore. My brother take it, but it's really good, really good. Another I put on the chat, Chris. Another author. I really like it, and I guess you like it to read too. I will put here. And Gislaine, how about you?
Yeah, I remember a lot of things when you share with us about this different. When you studied in a particular school and another. I studied, I was student, or I can put in a public school. It's so hard, I know. When I grow up, I studying for a course público, concurso público, I forgot the name now. I remember the Portuguese. There is a mini course. I bought the mini course online. Teach me about the verb, a lot of verb, pronoun. I forgot now. The subject, a lot of subject. And I remember this moment. Then there is 10 classical, like, I don't know, I forgot. I put in subject. I don't know, it's subject. There is 10 class grammatical, 10. Grammatical, there is 10. And then I learned a lot about this because I had to, a lot of tests, and I study every day. I was study every day. And I remember this, Gabi, because you share with us about the public. There is a more different than particular. Yeah. Traditional education, I think it needed to change a lot of things, but I need to combination with more modern methods. I think talking about the money, talking about a lot of things. I think it's so important for including this is a creativity and problem solving in school. I think it's good, and I think the tradition education needed to learn about teamwork and technology skill. Yeah, because now I think it's so important for kids, uh, because it's hard, but be hard. And now we school, everybody don't like to go to school. The father, the grandfather say, "Oh, don't need to go. Okay, don't cry, stay here."
The emotional intelligence is
Yeah,
not don't
yeah.
exist, I
I
guess.
think Thomas Edison, he received a bad feedback about his teacher. His
Mm,
teacher talking about, I don't know if you know. Do you know this story? The Tony Edison.
yeah, I
Remember?
know. Yeah, I know the Tom Edison. There is the Albert Einstein history really close at that too.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
discovered about the lamp. He discovered lamp. Okay. Yes, he received a bad feedback about his teacher. His teacher said, oh, like the same today, for example, oh, you have a TDAH, I don't know, I forgot the name. TDAH, you don't need to come more in here, okay? But no talk to him, but I talk to her mom, his mom. His mom talked to him. Oh, you don't need to go more, you don't need to go to school more because you are very intelligent, son. She said. She's smart.
Yeah.
She's smart, her mom. Because that's why he went to basement for to study more. You know, basement here, Gabby?
Yeah, I know. I know.
Okay, he went to basement for to study more because her mom put in his mind, oh,
But
you are intelligent, you know? Her mom said for him, you are intelligent, you know? When
yeah.
he grew up, her mom, she died, she passed away. He opened the box because he, her box, yes, he opened the box
Yeah.
when there is a lot of stuff, his mom, her
Mm,
mom, his
mm,
mom, his mom, and he take the letter. There is a
yeah.
letter about this story. He was cry about this story, and he put in this the book, the bestseller about his story. Her mom, she don't believe in teacher. She
Mm.
don't belong his teacher.
You remember me a movie who the guy is the same the mother said to the two boys about to stud, but not only stud the way who do the class, but stud more. I don't
Yes.
remember the name of the movie. Is so
I
so
think they a
nice.
doctor. I don't know. I think they grow up
Yeah,
a doctor.
a
I
neurosurgeon.
watch it. I
I
watch. Uh-huh.
was so beautiful. This movie was so beautiful, and based on
Just watch
on a
it.
book. Sorry, Chris.
I didn't watch this movie, but I saw the trailer. I think so.
Watch it.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Watch it. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so nice to see. The mother didn't know how to write, but learn the children's. Like, I don't know how to write. I don't know how to read. However, my daughters and my sons go. So it's so nice, so nice. I cry a lot because I'm the kind of the person who watched this kind of movie and cry. I cry. It's like the same movies of about kids and dogs. I cry a lot. Don't exist that for me. I really cry. But this movie is amazing, Chris. Please. go and watch it. I only forgot the name. Sorry, but I tried to watch it, that on to see that on Google, and I put on the chat. But watch it. I guess it's not 2 hours of movies, like 1 hour and a half, I guess. But it's a lot of things. But I agree with this learning. It's so different when you see like today kids and the kids who grow 10 years ago. The difference, it's so higher. Uh, Unfortunately, there is a lot of things we need to to change a little bit. The emotional growth is something I always try to grow in myself, because it's something we never learn on schools. I guess it's something we need to grow day by day. Yes, unfortunately. I hope someday we available on classes, the emotional, the way we use the money. It's things we need to learn a little bit, I guess. So, Chris, and about you, about the discussion.
I was thinking if the number say, but the discussion, um, it is really important. Thinking about this strategy, this modern, oh my gosh, this course is I don't know, apply for another mother, another mothers. The I remember another history. Steve Jobs. I may read biography, I think so. And the one teacher changed her point of view and mind. I don't know in English as this her strategy. This professor, this teacher, with him is suborno, like this. She watched, observed the Steve Jobs, and thinking about this this young man work like this. If this thing, this I don't know, this subject, this um, challenge is very interesting for him, and plus with Suborno, he wants to do this thing, and this is strategy uh, create inside him like to school, because before this teacher he goes to school just to I don't know, pregar peças in English. And if you read this, oh my gosh, this man has a brilliant mind, and this behavior when a children, it's shock. So it's really interesting. But thanks for this teacher, because Andy, talking about the first question about the observe, when you, I think 2 points, teach and education. It's two things opposite, because when you I think education, it's more powerful than teach, because the teacher will, it's my point of view, of course. I will observe and watch this. When you teach, you can study on YouTube, something like this, when you can um, observe or learn something very quickly. But education, no. Education is it's a search more deeply, because if you understand how do you can learn things like I don't know, with your eyes or your ears, I don't know, or write something. The knowledge, I don't know, inside of you enter in your mind, in your brain, and this plus more knowledge inside of you. It's really interesting. I don't know if you understand my point of view, but
Yeah.
I will search and talk with myself about this. It's really deep.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really deep. But I never know that. For me, it's like it's new, you know, really new. I guess first just learn too. Whoa. It's
Yes.
something I never thinking about, I guess. But yeah, it's really difficult because you said about the difference of knowledge. I don't remember who talking about it, but you are in the right place when you teach other persons in a easy way. It's not the complex words, the complex things. You only pass your knowledge in a simple way. I don't know if it is Albert Einstein who say that uh, these words, but when I read that, I feel like, yeah, yeah. When you face a teacher who is so simple, you understand better the knowledge. Like for me, is one example. I only understand math when I go to the college because the teacher was easy, was practical. It's so practical when you put that. And there's difference, like Chris said, about knowledge. There's some persons who like to read, other persons is better to see. I'm the kind of person who is better to be practic. If you're not practic with me, you don't catch my attention. Nah, nah. If you go around, I will sleep, probably. If you don't go like, "Mm, is that, is this, and those. Okay, I go. But I can't to say that for all the persons, but I'm like this girl.
If you think education is an art, because anyone can do this. If you no, yeah, thinking about when you um take your point of view, when you sit close with a person and they talk a lot, when you see the time and pass a lot of time, when you finish this conversation, you discover the world, you discover the another universe. So my gosh, the a simple just where is this person when I need. So it's interesting. It's to me it's art. Education is art.
Yeah, it's so hard. You need to, like we said in the beginning, education's not only about what you read, it's about how much time do you put to read that, to learn that. So, for example, in the English, everyone here pass a long, long times to stay here, probably. So it's a process, unfortunately. And another language is much more process because we need to face it a lot of things. In Portuguese, you start to every day you read to like you learn a new language. But in English, it's different. And in Spanish, it's different. Like Gislaine living in the United States probably had faced a lot of problems in the language barrier since now. So it's really complicated. If you put like, oh, the knowledge you have in 3 days. Nah, no. Like Chris said, it's a process. It's always a process. Right, Gislaine?
Yes, of course. I agree, guys. I agree.
You are the person who live in United States. Like I guess is the barrier is the language barrier is so high, so it's difficult. It's not one
Yes,
day. Go ahead.
yes, of course. Of course, I agree totally. I agree totally. Everyone thinks, oh, it's more easy. No, it's a process. It's a process. I agree, Chris. Thank you.
Unfortunately, it's a process. Was like if I wanted to be like Matrix, you put only a pen driver on your mind and you learn everything in 1 minute.
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah,
hope in the
my
future it
dream.
happens.
My dream,
Oh,
my dream too. Learn all the martial arts in 2 minutes. Oh gosh, this is a dream. Thank you. And hello, persons from the other room. How was the conversation, Ricardo?
ah, was a little sad, huh?
Why?
Uh, because I our s- our current situation
Mm,
at Brazil is not good.
yeah,
I was thinking regarding the violence is. I believe that the violence
yeah,
is a result of that lack of education.
yeah.
One of
Wow.
the reasons, huh?
Yeah.
And the I was watching a news regarding a ranking. I don't remember the name of the ranking. That's one. It's five Brazilians. What's mean 20%?
Mhm.
Just 20% of the students have enough knowledge from math, basic knowledge from math. So it's so sad.
Yeah.
And for example, last Friday, I went to the São Paulo, and when I returned, three guys using guns try to rob me, and I was driving, and the guys
God.
jumping on the highway, and I think that the perspective is not good, né? Because when you
No.
use 30% of
God.
the students don't have enough knowledge of Portuguese, and the 20%, just 20% have enough knowledge from maths, né? So I think that the perspective is the next decade, né? The next generation is not good
Mm.
from Brazil, né? So in
Oh,
this
it's
case,
a high. It's a high level.
yeah,
So high.
certainly. And they
Gosh.
don't have good perspectives, né, to change this
No.
thing in the future. Né? So unfortunately, it's sad. It's so sad for me. Né?
No, I hope this change it. Really, really, because it's a so
Uh-huh.
high level of no education. It's so high. I never seen so higher.
Yeah.
Like, gosh, if you had the notes, please. I want to read on the chat. If you
Okay.
had on your hands, it's okay. But if you don't, it's okay too. I will try to send to search. But thank you, Ricardo. Christian, for you, how was the conversation?
Sure, it was a great conversation, really profound. We were able to explain or express our own experiences, how we deal it with the lack of good education when we were in the high school or elementary school. Yeah, and as well, we expressed that going to the university, it doesn't guarantee that we will be successful in life. So there are a
Mm.
lot of people who became successful without going over there just because they found something that they could do in life. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell.
Thank you, Christian. I hope see you in the other meeting, okay? Because your first time here in my meeting. And thank you. And Yasmin, how about you?
Yeah, I really like the conversation in the another room, and I agree with the guys. The situation of Brazilian education is something really hard, and actually, we learn more things outside of the schools that inside. So, something that occur a lot in our current situation.
Unfortunately, unfortunately. I hope this change it. Yeah, we all hope, I guess, that. Thank you, Yasmin. And girls, Chris and Gislaine. I love your conversation. I love the discussions. I hope all like it, okay? The persons from the other room, I hope have other opportunity to have this kind of the discussion in other meeting. And guys, I need to open this meeting. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your knowledge, okay? I hope have a wonderful weekend.